has always been fierce, and both of these teams know they survive and advance from here. A host of opportunities lie ahead. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Using his legs, it's Croma. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
At the 45 on his way. Maybe a crease. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're testing the right side here. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Taylor wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Got the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking for space. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Second down to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it here on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Left side is Cunningham. Turning it on. Pass the touchdown. Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Follows his blocks. It's Berry. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Right back to the well. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The 17, and they are set up.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just feeds the running back. There's a crease. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rebels offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick give. It's Lacey. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. Going for it all. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Guys, you're just saying Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
The Rebels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Cunningham. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Taylor wants to throw. Move to his right. Fires on the move. Nice way to knock that one down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Pulls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle with a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tells to run, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Levin. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Berry. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it right inside the pylon. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. And make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that.
Number 20, set to kick this one.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. together a drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Cunningham. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Cunningham. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, it's Lacey. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Taylor wants to throw. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside. It's Berry. Enough to move the chains. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside. Touchdown LSU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The AT unit on the field. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Taylor wants to throw it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Making the adjustment on the play. Powers through the defender. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Gonna run it. It's Berry. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Second and long here. Taylor wants to throw. And they can't make the connection. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They'll run it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hits inside. It's Lacey. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. Throwing in completion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done.
He uncorks one deep. And here's the third interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30. Mustang.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Running through. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the return, it's Cook. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Cunningham. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends, they got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
3rd and long coming up. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Got to make the play on 4th. Quickly out to the tight end. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback.
Number 20, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the snap, it's Lacey. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Finds a crease. It's Berry. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Lacey. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hand off again.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, at this point, you're still...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The Magnolia the Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.